In 1984, EMD unveiled the first of 4 SD60 demonstrator locomotives. The SD60 was equipped with a 3,800 horsepower, 16-cylinder, turbocharged 710 G3A prime mover. 5 years later, EMD began offering the SD60 with the wide-nose safety cab with the infamous Tri-clops 3-piece windshield, thus creating the SD60M. The term Tri-clops is a popular railfan nickname that refers to the original 3-window cab design as seen here. For March 2025, Athearn is pleased to announce a new run of the Athearn Genesis EMD SD60M. For this run, we've included the following roads. (2023) Wisconsin and Southern. Road numbers 6022 and 6023. WAMX has several former Union Pacific SD60Ms on the property, which were built in 1989 through 1990. In 2023, 2 units were painted in a new paint scheme at the road's Horicon, Wisconsin shop. The units feature slightly different lettering designs. These former Union Pacific locomotives will feature the following details: K3 LA horns and front ditch lights. Early 1990s era Soo Line, including road numbers 6059 and 6061. Soo Line 6059 through 6062 were the only wide cab or full width nose units delivered to the road before it was fully owned by CP. These models will feature front ditch lights and strobes. Three road numbers for 2014 era Norfolk Southern, including road numbers 6808, 6811, and 6815. 9 SD60M Tri-clop units were picked up by Norfolk Southern secondhand in 2014. These are former BNSF units that were originally built in 1989 for Burlington Northern. These models will feature the following details: front ditch lights, logo placement and warning labels for prototype road number, as well as different horn types based on road number. OMLX 6293 is a former Union Pacific 6142 2297 that was built in 1989. The unit was repainted in 2022 and is currently assigned to the Illinois Railway. This is a 113-mile short line railroad running over former BNSF tracks, including 4 separate lines. OMLX Unit 6293 is a former Union Pacific locomotive and will feature a K3 LA horn and front ditch lights. Athearn is also adding some legendary liveries to this run. GATX Rail Locomotive Group is a rail car leaser that owns fleets in North America, Europe, and Asia. In 2020, they rostered 645 locomotives of various types, from end-cab switchers to big road power. Locos are marked with GMTX or LLPX reporting marks. What if UP had sold off a few of their older units and GMTX picked them up for their own lease fleet? Here's our take on what they would have looked like. These models will feature front ditch lights, K3 LA horns, and an early cab with straight nose contour. Grand Trunk Western Railroad was the American subsidiary of Grand Trunk Railway. In December of 1991, Canadian National announced a program to consolidate all its U.S. railroads under the CN North America brand. After this date, GTW's logos and colors were gradually replaced by CN's. It's not a stretch to imagine, however, an independent GTW surviving into the modern era. If this had happened, it's possible that SD60M Tri-clop units would have joined the roster. These two units will feature the following details: front ditch lights, 1990s appearance and markings, and K3LA horns. KCS unveiled its new retro bell scheme for freight diesels in 2007. Many new units were painted in this scheme as time went on, and it began to show up on older power as well. What if UP had decided to sell off some of their older units in the mid-2010s and KCS picked them up? Here's what they might have looked like when emerging from the Mid-America car shops in Kansas City, Missouri. These two models will feature the following details: front ditch lights, former Union Pacific details, and K3LA horns. DCC ready models feature quick plug-and-play technology with 21-pin NEM connector. DCC and Sound Equip models will feature an onboard DCC decoder with Tsunami 2 sound and dual cube speakers. For a complete list of features, please select the link in the video description below. Pre-order the new Athearn Genesis EMD SD60M models through your Athearn dealer by Friday, March 28th.